Hey man, I'm in a barber shop yesterday, right? I'm in the barber shop yesterday, right? I got off work at 6 in the morning, from 11 at night to 6 in the morning, my third job, right? At the shelter. So about 8 in the morning, I didn't decide. This woman called me and told, her son, I tutor him. She called me and said, "Hey, I'm having some car troubles. You think you can take my son to school?" And I said, "Yeah, I'll do it." And instead of going home to rest, I go pick the kid up. You know what I mean? I pick him up about 8, whatever. And I noticed his haircut was jacked up. And I was like, "Look, man, you're going to be late to school today. I'm going to go take you to get a haircut." And he said, "Cool." So when we get to the barber shop, there's a gentleman. And his son, the gentleman's son, is getting a haircut. So as we come in, his son is in the chair getting his haircut. And the gentleman was very gregarious, very eccentric. He was one of those strangers that just loved to talk. He told me his whole life in 5 minutes, which is cool. I like people like that. They help me pass the time when I'm in a situation where I'm waiting. So if I'm at DMV or the barbershop, I like people like that because I can kill time. So I'm listening to the guy tell his life story. He delivered flowers, and he was telling me about all the funeral homes that he delivers flowers to and all the weird experiences he had with stumbling across dead bodies by accident. And it was cool. He was a gregarious guy, eccentric guy, but he was all right. So, the guy's son finishes getting his hair cut. And he goes. I get the kid's haircut. I take him to school. When I'm on the way back home, my girlfriend is in town. I'm coming back to the crib to chill with her. Come back to my place. She's here waiting for me, and I'm on the way home to go kick it with her, and then to do some. You know what I mean? I haven't, my girl just got in town, so I'm ready to, you know what I mean, kick it with her. And the barber calls me, and he's no, the barber calls me, and he's like, "Yo, that gentleman that told you he worked for a flower shop, he left his card here, I think. What was his name?" I said, "I don't know his name, but I do remember that he said he delivers to Mim's funeral home." And I'm like, I'm gonna call the funeral home to see if they know him. So we're trying to do a good deed, because the barber shop is at the hood, and thankfully the barber was the one who found the card. So I called the funeral home and I say, "Hey, do you know the gentleman who delivers flowers to you? He was at the barber shop today with his son, and he was explaining to us that he goes to your funeral home to deliver flowers." They said, "No, we don't know him by name, but we do know that Pat's flower shop delivers to us." And I said, "What's the number to Pat's?" And they gave it to me. So I called Pat's. I described the guy, and I say, "Is his name Richard?" And they say yes. And I explained to him that he left his card at the shop. So she said, "Okay, uh, you know, I'll text him." And I actually said, "Look, give me his number. That way I can text the barber's number to him in case the barber's not there when he gets there. The barber might be at a store, he might be in the back, whatever." And she gave me his number. I texted him. I said, "Yo, this is the barber's number." So I'm chilling with my girl, you know what I mean? I'm happy to see her. I'm feeling on her. I'm rubbing on her, you know what I mean? You know what I mean? I'm playing with her, she's a veterinarian, and I'm like, "Baby, treat me like a dog, a cat. You don't give me no attention, you with these dogs and cats and horses and stuff." I'm chilling with my girl, man. And uh the dude calls me, the flower shop guy calls me, and he's like, "Yo, who is this?" And I'm like, "I'm the dude that was at the shop." He said, "Who has my card?" I said, "The barber who cut your son's hair." And he said, "Look, man, I just got a notification saying that $28 was spent." And I said, "What are you trying to say?" He's like, "I don't know. I think that whoever got my card made a $28 purchase on gas." And I said, "Well, I don't even think that barber has a vehicle. And he has hip problems. He's actually about to get a hip replacement in 2 days. So I honestly doubt he even left the shop. I mean, the barber's limping. He's a 61-year-old man. He limps. So the dude is telling me I'm gonna kill him. I'm gonna kill him. I got my gun on me. I'm gonna kill him. That was my last little bit of money, blah blah blah. And I'm like, I hang up on him. I call the barber. I say, "Yo, this dude is threatening to kill you, bro. He's mad. He's saying that you spent $28 on his car." And the barber's like, "Dog," he laughing like, he like, "Benny, go ahead." And I'm like, "I'm dead serious, bro." And he said, "I'll see him when he get here." He really think it's a game. He think I'm joking, you know. So 30 minutes goes by. The barber calls me back. I can hear the guy in the background yelling and screaming. And I hear the barber saying, "Check the date, check the date. Check the date on whatever notification you got. Look up, get some additional information on it because I didn't even leave the shop." And he's like, dog, we got cameras in the shop. We can show you that I never left, right? Dude screaming and screaming, I ain't got no money. He's crying. That was my last. That was my last. I gave you 25. The lad that gave you the 25 for my son haircut. All I had was $28, like $30 in my account. Come on, keep crying. I'm gonna kill you, man. And the barber's like, yo, hold on, man. Benny, I'm gonna call you back. And I'm thinking, I'm like talking to my girl, like, yo, that's what we get for trying to do a nice deed, you know? And I'm just praying and hoping that everything goes right. I'm secretly thinking, did the barber really do that? Did he really spend 28 bucks on a dude's car? Barber calls me back and he says, problem solved. And I'm like, what happened, yo? And he was like, his wife spent the money. He looked at the date and it was from last night. And I'm like, man, that's how easy it is to get killed. You know what I mean? But yeah, man, I don't know what lesson you can extract from that, but extract some type of lesson from that. You know what I mean? Peace, baby.